So it all starts out as rough sawn. It's our white belt sander, a couple of CNC machines. Devin's putting a flex ring into a fiberglass bowl for the Adamus guitar. Spencer's getting ready to trimming these up to go into the CNC machine. Sue is prepping tops for inlaid epaulets and inlaid rosettes. My name's Joe Martoccio. I'm a luthier at the Ovation Guitar Company. So Mike's getting ready to bond a top to a body. This is a body made from the fiberglass cloth. It goes inside the big tube here, the autoclave. Starts out as that white fabric on the bottom there.
You know, an autoclave's not something you find, you know, many manufacturing places. It's a big pressurized oven. But with that, we make our bodies for the backs, and those are all handmade, as opposed to some of our other bodies are a molded compound. The bodies we make here are cloth. You know, it starts up with the cloth. You think, how's that going to become a body, you know, that's rigid? And it's with the various resins that we use in the autoclave. I'm Rick Hall. I am the CEO for Gava Music USA. Gava Music owns Ovation Guitars, along with some other guitar brands. And we're here in New Hartford, Connecticut, where Ovation's been for the past 60 years, 60th anniversary this year. The whole concept of building Ovation Guitars came from Charlie Command Corporation. And Charlie was an aerospace engineer. So when he decided to build guitars, he was looking at how people were building traditional guitars and said, I think I can use aerospace type of materials. He had his engineers work on it, and so that really started what's the round back guitar. It projects really well. They're using you know, fiberglass, graphites, those kind of things, which really are common in musical instruments. That started the whole lineage to where we are today, and where it really took off was in the late 1960s when we made the first guitar that you could plug in, like an electric guitar, and that really was Glenn Campbell. When he had his show on TV, and Glenn said, I can't be in front of a microphone, I've got to be able to plug in. And we developed the Ovation preamp system, which launched us into the biggest acoustic guitar market in the world. We were, you know, by far the most popular guitar. And if you saw any stage anywhere in the world where somebody's plugging in an acoustic, it was an Ovation. Building an Ovation isn't like taking a bunch of material and throw it in a machine that spits out a guitar. There's a little bit of CNC work, but there's a lot of hand work. And even the bodies that we make out of the fiberglass, it's all handmade, and the rings that go around the Adamus. And yeah, what Sue is doing, you know, all these little pieces of various exotic woods, cut them out, and then they all have to be kind of hand-shaped to fit, you know, really, really tight together, and then they're glued, and then they're sanded, and anywhere that you've got a little gap or something has to be fixed, so tons of detail. You know, the woods that we use today are mostly the same type of woods that we've used for many, many years. Honduras mahogany and walnut, that was, you know, really it's native to, you know, New England area. The high end, $5,500, $6,000. And of course, when that relates to world economy, it's much higher. If you buy that in Japan or in some parts of Europe, you're paying even more than that. So, you know, they're what they need to be. You know, if you're gonna buy a $6,000 guitar, you're gonna get a really good guitar. And that's what we built here. But we have a huge fan club and people who own many, many, many Ovations. So I'd say our #1 customer is people who already own Ovations, and they're looking at something a little different, something a little bit nicer. And then secondarily, it's mostly people who want to, same as always, plug in and play.
This is Melissa's new model with the sound holes on the side.
People like Melissa Etheridge, who's been with us for many years now. We're on our probably 4th collector, or her signature models that we're just beginning to make right now. And so many of these people have played Ovation and continue to play it today. For me, this is a dream job. You know, Ovation happens to be in my backyard. I'm from Winston. And at this point in my life, you know, hey, I'm not a young guy anymore, but I basically had one career. As a guitar player and a musician, you know, it doesn't get any better. New Hartford's a big deal, you know, it's a little town, but it's really a lot of pride here. I hear it constantly. My uncle worked there, my aunt worked there, somebody. I mean, it's almost everybody in this area had somebody working Ovation in their family, or they knew. And yeah, a lot of pride there. People, you know, would always talk about it as my favorite job. You know, you're building guitars. Yeah, it's great.